individual 10-rounder. All that and more coming up on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Civic Center in Baltimore, Maryland, and a crowd here to watch another chapter in the story of Olympic champion Sugar Ray Leonard. Hello, everyone. I'm Tim Ryan with Joe Clancy here at ringside, and it is raining outside in Baltimore, Maryland, but there has been no rain on the parade of Sugar Ray Leonard. He is unbeaten in 11 pro fights, and Gil Clancy, you have seen most of those fights. How do you assess the progress of Leonard as a professional at this point?
Well, his progress has been phenomenal, and I think that right now he's ready for any welterweight in the world.
Rafael Rodriguez, his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, is a very experienced fighter, a man they say could be the toughest man that Leonard has faced yet.
Well, Rafael Rodriguez has fought some of the best welterweights in the world. He fought Pete Van Zandt, he fought Harold West, and he fought Hedgeman Lewis. They're all top-rated welterweights, and none of them were able to stop him. He's never been stopped. Let's see what Sugar Ray Leonard can do with him today.
Well, of course, our CBS colleague Angelo Dundee is the manager of Sugar Ray Leonard, and earlier we asked him what he thinks about Rodriguez as an opponent for his young star. Angelo, many people regard Rafael Rodriguez as perhaps the toughest opponent yet for Sugar Ray Leonard. How do you view him?
Well, I view him the same way. I see it as a giant step in the progression of Sugar Ray Leonard. This is a tough fight. Sugar Ray Leonard's fighting a guy that can step into the ring with any welterweight in the world and acquit himself well. His record's very good. He's fought the best welterweights in the world. I'm looking forward to this fight tonight, and I think you're going to see a little bit of Robinson Basilio tonight. It's going to be a great fight. I think the fans are going to really eat it up, and I'll be ecstatic if Ray can stop this kind of guy. I don't think he can. I think he'll go 10.
What kind of problems does Rodriguez present for the young pro Leonard?
Well, he's got the style that gives you pressure, comes at you all the time, sets a pace. In other words, I'm going to see how mature he's taking hold on Sugar Ray Leonard, because if he can sustain the pressure of Rafael Rodriguez and the body punches that he lets go and a good short right-hand shot, then I know I got a heck of a fighter.
Will speed be the difference for your man?
Speed's going to win it. I think the speed, quick reflexes, I think he'll feint Rafael out of his shoes. We're going to see a great fight.
Thanks, Angelo. Good luck.
Thank you.
Angelo Dundee will, of course, be in Ray Leonard's corner. He will not be at his usual commentary position. The fight is about to begin. We're awaiting the appearance of the fighters in the ring, and Gil, it should be an exciting one. We'll be back here in Baltimore in just a moment. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy here at ringside in Baltimore, and in the ring in a Darth Vader-like outfit is Rafael Rodriguez of Mexican extraction, but born and raised in Minneapolis, Minnesota. A record of 21 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. And the applause is for a young man from nearby Palmer Park, Maryland, who has been adopted by Baltimore, the Olympic champion at 140 pounds, unbeaten in 11 pro fights, Sugar Ray Leonard on his way in to the ring here, and they love him in Baltimore. Leonard unbeaten with 8 knockouts to his credit. And here comes Sugar Ray. A lot of people assume that the Ray, because it's attached to the sugar, comes from Sugar Ray Robinson. But really, his mother named him for Ray Charles, the great blues singer. And his name is Ray Charles Leonard. He picked up the sugar along the way when he started to box, of course. Born in Wilmington, North Carolina. This is his 5th fight here in the Baltimore Civic Center. And as we said, they have kind of adopted Sugar Ray as their own. He gives him a little ollie shuffle. He is colorful. He is exciting to watch. People like to see fighters who throw a lot of punches, have great hand speed, good footwork, and have some natural color and style. And Sugar Ray's got it all, Gil.
Yes, he sure does. I tell you, I like the way they even roar when he shadow boxes. They love him here.
He's got a colorful corner, as you can see, all nattily attired in very bright yellow warm-up suits. Angelo Dundee is his manager. He is trained by Dave Jacobs, who's been early in his amateur career. Jenks Morton also in the corner with him. He comes from a family of 7, and a couple of his brothers are here this afternoon, Kenny and Dale. Dale, a fine amateur boxer in his own right. Rafael Rodriguez, born in Minneapolis, is handled by Ron Peterson, his manager, and trained by Alonzo Johnson. There he is being introduced. Alonzo Johnson, a name familiar to boxing fans, was a very fine heavyweight in his fighting days, now training some fighters in the Chicago area, and has handled Rodriguez over the last 4 fights. Well, there's the showmanship from Sugar Ray.
He has the flair. He certainly does.
As we mentioned, Rodriguez, a very experienced pro. He has a win over Denny Moyer. He's been in Billy Backus. He's been in a couple of very close losses to very fine fighters like Pete Ranzani. Lost a decision there in April to the number 3 ranked Ranzani out in Sacramento, Ranzani's hometown. And he lost a very close one to Bruce Curry, an excellent fighter. They went 10 rounds. It was a tournament format, so they were all even after 10. And Curry got the decision in an extra playoff round in the 11th. So Bruce is a very qualified fighter. And we've been watching him in the gym, and I've been impressed with the moxie that he has. He moves well to his right, Gil. He can punch to the body. He'll hook off a left jab, and he's got some things that are going to present some perhaps new problems for Sugar Ray Leonard.
Well, we'll see that as the fight progresses. I think the first round or two is going to be very important. If Sugar Ray can't overwhelm him in this first and second round, we may have an interesting fight.
The referee is Tom Kelly. The judges are Harry Cicchini and Larry Barrett. Judging in Maryland on the 5-point must system, 5 points to the winner, 4 less to the loser of a round. There can be a draw round. 2 judges and the referee will do the scoring. 3 knockdown rule applies, mandatory 8 count. Count would continue after the bell if the fighter is down in the final 10 seconds, except in the last round. This is a big ring, Gil Clancy, 22 feet inside. It's got to favor the speedy Leonard.
It certainly is. It's tailor-made for Sugar Ray, just as everything else in Baltimore is tailor-made right to their star.
Fighters wearing 8-ounce gloves. It's normal, and Sugar Ray Leonard in the white trunks. Rodriguez in black.
I tell you, when you're a trainee, you usually worry about tension in the first round for a fighter. He can get caught cold. But I've never seen a more relaxed young man than Sugar Ray Leonard when he walks out of a corner. He's completely relaxed.
Sugar Ray trained the last couple of days of sparring outdoors in the plaza nearby the Civic Center, and it gave a lot of people here in Baltimore a chance to see how he's developed. And as Angelo Dundee pointed out, he's put on a little more weight. He thinks ultimately he may be a middleweight. Weighed in for this fight at 145 3/4. Rafael Rodriguez at 147. And Leonard sights now, of course, the welterweight championship.
Well, he's rated 7th in the world by the WBA right now. 1 or 2 more wins, he's going to be challenging for that championship.
Rafael Rodriguez, sturdy, tough, good body puncher. Again, in watching him in the gym, we saw that he moved to his right very well. When he got all that movement in a 22-foot ring from Sugar Ray Leonard, boy, you better be able to move both ways.
Everybody roared for Leonard's combinations, but that was an even exchange.
Under a minute to go. We're in the first round, scheduled for 10. This is the first 10-round fight for Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard began his professional career here on CBS against Luis Vega. Unbeaten now in 11 professional fights. Go 8 rounds only once back in February, a decision over Rocky Ramon. Under 30 seconds left in round 1. Final seconds of the first round. Sugar Ray Leonard in white. Rafael Rodriguez in black. Round number 2, Sugar Ray Leonard of the white trunks, Rafael Rodriguez of Minneapolis in the black trunks, and we said that our colleague Angelo Dundee was working in Leonard's corner. We didn't let him off the hook completely. We've got a microphone on him. And so you'll be hearing him from time to time.
I got to throw this away now.
A slower start here in the second round than we had in round number 1.
Well, I tell you, you have to settle down to punch a little bit. And in this big ring, when these fighters really move, they're pretty far away from each other. There's a lot of room to move around here.
Rodriguez, 5'7", Leonard, 5'9½". Rodriguez, 32 years of age. We said he has been there with some good ones, and he's beaten some good ones in his time. 21 victories, only 8 losses, 1 draw. He comes from a family of 15. His brothers are in attendance today, Kenny and Bobby.
Angelo Dundee told Sugar Ray to box, and hit him when you want to hit him, and then get out of there. He doesn't want him standing right in front of Rafael Rodriguez and trading punches.
Pop him, Ray. Pop him. Pop, Ray. Pop, Ray. Pop. Open him up with the pop.
Angelo Dundee with his instructions. Pop him. He wants to see that jab out there.
Don't look for it.
Alonzo Johnson during the week in training was, there's a look at Angelo in the corner talking to Sugar Ray Leonard. Johnson, Gil Clancy, was trying to get Rodriguez to be a more relaxed fighter. He said, this is what I've been working on him the last 4 fights, get him to be relaxed as he fights. And Rodriguez looked good in training this week. He's in shape.
There's that movement to the right that you were talking about, Tim. That is effective. There, he just did it again.
There you go.
Hey, talking about Rodriguez. He moves to the right fairly well.
Under a minute to go in the second round. Scheduled for 10. The first time scheduled for 10 for Ray Leonard. As we mentioned, he's been 8 once before and shortened up the rest of those fights. 8 knockouts out of his 11 pro starts. 4 KOs, 4 TKOs.
Don't bend. Don't bend. Don't bend, Ray. Don't bend. 20 seconds, Ray.
Angelo doesn't want him to bring his head down to Rodriguez. He staggered Rodriguez with that right hand. Hit him with another one.
We're in the final seconds of the second round, and you can tell the crowd is enjoying the work by Leonard and Rodriguez. Round number 3. There is Sugar Ray Leonard against Rafael Rodriguez.
He never been hit like that before. No? No.
You can hear Angelo Dundee talking to the other handlers in the Leonard corner.
Good. Yeah.
And I think he was referring to the left hook that Rodriguez landed to Leonard's head, and which he bounced right back from and scored with that good right.
Timmy, I beg to differ with you. When he said he never been hit like that before, he meant Rodriguez was never hit with a right hand the way Leonard hit him with that punch. He thought he hurt him pretty badly with it, but I've had experience with Rodriguez when he fought Harold Weston. It looks like he's starting to fall apart, but he's got great recuperative powers and pulls himself together. You can look for that in this fight.
Weston, of course, good boxer, too, so that is a good comparison in terms of what he's up against here today. But Sugar Ray Leonard, every fight's a new chapter for him in his exciting professional career.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Come on. Be yourself. Don't do that. Come on, pick it up. There you go. Pick it up.
Angelo again warned him in the corner. He said, don't bend in there. Don't fight with him. He wants Sugar Ray to outbox this fellow all the way. He feels that he's a little dangerous, and he figures, why should Sugar Ray stand there and throw punch for punch when he doesn't have to? Let's see if he follows his instructions.
There was no doubt in your mind or that of Angelo that Rodriguez is by far the toughest opponent. In other words, quite a step up from the caliber of fighters he has been fighting.
Oh, yes. He's been fighting the best welterweights in the world and giving them good, close fights. He hasn't been losing 10-0 and 9-1 when he's in every fight that he has with the best in the world. That's why I say I feel that Sugar Ray is ready for the best in the world. And if he handles this fella fairly easily, why not?
That's plenty of faith. Come on.
Number 3 scheduled for 10. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy at ringside, and we've got a microphone on our colleague Angelo Dundee, who's of course the manager of Sugar Ray Leonard. Under a minute to go in the third round.
Right hand, Ray.
Angelo's asking him to drop it in. Throw that right hand.
Right hand up, don't worry. Pop, pop, come on. 30 seconds. Pop.
Less than 30 seconds to go in round 3.
There's that right hand that Angelo asked him to throw. He said he was setting it up, and he was right.
That's the right idea.
Final seconds of round 3. Here's a look at some of that action in the closing seconds of the third round.
Good right hand by Leonard. Slips in. And Rodriguez missed a wide left hook.
Try hitting with the heavy jab, the belly jab, chin jab, and the guy staying there with the first jab. Okay now? Good. Let's go.
Angelo Dundee and a confident-looking Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard offered his own comments there between rounds, saying, I think he's open to my left hook. That's a great relationship to have. I guess you'd always like to have that with your fighter, right, Gil? Be able to have that kind of dialogue.
Well, I tell you, when Amos Griffith was boxing, it was like having a business conference in the corner. He never took a deep breath. He sat there and he'd listen to the instructions and he'd follow them out. It was a pleasure working with him. And now Sugar Ray is the same type of a fella.
Don't go that
round 4, scheduled for 10. And that voice you hear in the background is Angelo Dundee with his instructions during the course of the fight.
Don't mimic him. Don't mimic him.
Angelo told him between rounds to stiffen up his jab. He says, stay there when you throw your hook, which means he doesn't want him to throw the hook and look to get out of the way. He wants him to stay there and throw that second and third punch. In other words, he wants him to start getting him out of there now, or trying to get him out of there. Let's see what happens.
Body jab, chin jab.
Rodriguez has only been dropped once, and that was on cuts, so he's a sturdy performer. Gil has been recounting his tough career against good opponents.
That's it. Double up on him.
Angelo's telling Sugar Ray to double up, double up. That means instead of throwing one jab, he wants him to follow in the first jab with the second jab, or even the third. Double up or triple up. Sometimes you don't hit him with the first one, you hit him with the second one.
Pick it up, Ray. Pick it up. There you go.
Good stinging jab from Leonard there. Gil, one thing that would be apparent would be the reach advantage for Leonard. Rodriguez is short-armed, and it's tough to get to Leonard. He has such great footwork. The effort, I would assume, for Rodriguez would be to try to get inside at some point.
Well, Rodriguez wants to fight him. What he wants to do, that's the chance he has, is to fight him. Sugar Ray has the leg speed and the long arm. That's why Angelo is telling Sugar Ray, box, box, don't fight him. It's Rodriguez's strategy to make a slugfest out of this thing and try to nail Leonard with a good punch. That's what he has to do to win the fight. He's got to get inside and punch with him.
Under a minute.
That's easier said than done.
Under a minute to go in the 4th round. Good left hook and a right hand then by Leonard. Under 30 seconds to go here in the 4th round. Leonard ahead handily on our cards.
There's that movement to the right. He got hit a couple of punches, Rodriguez. He knows enough being an old pro to move over.
Rodriguez landed a short right as Leonard came in at him. We're in the final seconds of round 4. Round number 5, scheduled for 10. Sugar Ray Leonard in the white trunks. Rafael Rodriguez from Minneapolis in the black trunks. Rodriguez trained by Alonzo Johnson. A fight a month ago, lost a close decision to Pete Ranzani out in Sacramento.
I'll tell you, the instructions this round for Sugar Ray was to slip over to the right and throw a right hand. In other words, stop your weight on your right foot and come back with a right hand. He said, Angelo Dundee told him you can't miss him with the punch. Now, let's see if he follows instructions and see if he can do it. You know, Rodriguez does have something to say about it.
Need a little mustard to cover Mr. Leonard, that's for sure, but the fan loves his hot dog style when he gets it going. He is exciting to watch.
No shot.
And a most engaging young man, a very pleasant, agreeable sort. Gets along well with fans and the press.
He just about fainted Rodriguez out of his shoes that time.
Angelo Dundee in his pre-fight analysis. Rodriguez raised him with the left.
Stick it, Ray. Stick it.
I tell you, he is a hot dog, though. Rodriguez hit him with the left hook and stuck his tongue out. He better not do that and get hit with the follow-up punch, or he's going to bite that tongue right off.
Steady jab.
Dangerous.
That's it.
Good left by Leonard, but You can see Rodriguez can take that punch. He just kept coming straight ahead. This is the 5th round.
Leonard seems to be enjoying something there.
Sure does.
Was the best right hand of the night.
Rodriguez finally gets to hold on, but only for a second. Leonard breathing a little bit heavily. He's had a lot of movement and a lot of punches in this. He has thrown a lot of punches in this round. Final seconds of the 5th round. There's a look at some action from round number 5 as we await the 6th.
Or left uppercut.
Those are those right hands that Angelo was talking about, and they sure are landing.
Leonard running out from his corner before Rodriguez barely got off the stool. He's got a lot of ways to entertain you.
Oh, he's a showboat. He loves it. He's entertaining himself as well as the crowd.
Yeah, get him out of there. I know. I told him.
You know, it's a great feeling when you're working with a fighter and you know he has it all together and he can do just about anything he wants. And that's the feeling that Angelo Dundee and Sugar Ray Leonard have right now. They just feel like he's in good condition, the reflexes are there, and he can do anything he wants to do.
He's showing it to you, Ray. Come on.
This is round 6. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy ringside at Baltimore Civic Center. You're watching this Leonard Rodriguez fight live on the CBS Sports Spectacular. We've got more boxing ahead in the weeks to come. We'll be in Belgrade, Yugoslavia, for Mate Parlov, the world champion, light heavyweight, defending against John Conte of Great Britain. I'd like to alert our stations along the line. There will be a station break at the end of this round.
No, Ray.
The distance is starting to close between the two fighters, which means that you're going to see more punches and more action.
Parlov-Conte fight June 17th, 4:30 Eastern Time, here on CBS. Gil and Angelo and I will be there ringside at Belgrade.
That's a bad habit that Sugar Ray has. He stuck his tongue all the way out that time. Now, Rodriguez could have come up with a shoulder or a head, and I'm not talking about intentionally, accidentally, and he would have really had a severely injured tongue. They should talk to him about that.
Sugar Ray's 12th professional fight. He is so confident, and obviously those are little signs of immaturity as a professional.
Take it to him, Ray. Take it.
Under a minute to go. Round number 6.
Come on, baby. Nah, too much.
Has to be frustrating for Rodriguez to not be able to get Leonard to slow down enough somewhere where he can put a combination together himself. Rodriguez has been unable to throw any more than one punch at a time.
Leonard's hitting him with that stiff jab. After he hits him with that, he can feint and hit him with anything he wants to hit him with. There it is again.
Today's CBS Sports Spectacular will continue after this word from your local station. In white, Rafael Rodriguez in black. Rodriguez from Minneapolis. Born and raised there, works in construction most of the time when he's not fighting, and of course has been a professional for a number of years. 21-8-1 record.
You ain't got him back.
I tell you, Tim, I'd like to remark about the refereeing here. It's very, very good. The referee stays out of the way. He lets the action take place. He's not looking to be in the television picture. He's doing a great job. Tom Kelly, the referee.
Stick it out. Stick it out.
Interesting here, too, in Baltimore, the judges appointed by the Maryland State Athletic Commission also wear those striped shirts, so they're easily identifiable, and they look like officials at a fight.
Ray got
I like that idea.
I like it, too, but I think in some areas it wouldn't be such a good idea because they're targets.
When he misses, you got to get him.
Harry Cicchini and Larry Barrett are the judges.
Oh, come on. This guy all night. All night. Come on, sucker bait.
7th round.
I tell you, Sugar Ray's doing a lot of unnecessary dancing around. He can settle down now, start getting his distance a little better, and really start throwing some good solid punches. And that's what Angelo Dundee wants him to do. Let's see now if we can't just settle himself down a little bit. Slip and punch.
He's pretty. It's pretty. Come on, double up.
Nobody would doubt that he's not in great shape. He is still just moving constantly. We're in the 7th round. Remember, he's gone 8, only once.
Body's like a racehorse. Beautifully conditioned athlete.
Angelo Dundee in the top right-hand corner of your screen. In the corner of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Angelo Dundee yelled too far, because Sugar Ray landed a tremendous right hand, and instead of staying there and hit him with 2 or 3 more punches, he danced away as if he got hit. That's inexperience. You have to know how to get a fellow out of there when you got him hurt.
This is fight number 12.
Right uppercut. He was waiting for that.
For Sugar Ray Leonard.
Hurt him, get him.
Under 30 seconds to go here in the 7th round.
Jump on him, Ray, jump on him.
It's a frustrating experience for Rafael Rodriguez. He's trying so hard. He wants this elusive target to stay in front of him and fight with him. He's never there when he gets ready to throw a punch.
Final seconds of round number 7. Rafael Rodriguez, Mexican family, but he was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And as we mentioned, comes from a large family, 15. 2 of his brothers, you can see one of them there, Kenny, in the background, the bearded one. And as we mentioned, he's trained by Alonzo Johnson. There's Alonzo just climbing out of the ring. And Alonzo is a fine heavyweight in his time.
I'll tell you what they have to be telling him in the corner is you have to take a chance and nail him with a big punch. It's the only way he can get back in the fight. He's got to really hurt Sugar Ray Leonard. He's got to really take chances. And it's tough. It's tough because it's a very elusive target in there that Rafael Rodriguez is in with.
Have you given a round to him at all at this point, through 7?
No, I have it's a shutout as far as I'm concerned.
This is round 8. Leonard still looks very fresh, and as we've commented a couple of times, this
Stay
is
close, Ray, stay close.
only the 2nd time that he's gone this far.
See, Rodriguez is really trying. He tried. It's not natural for him to slip and move his head, but he's trying now to slip in and move his head. Anything to get this man in front of him and have him fight with him.
Work on him, Ray. Work on him. Come on, work on him. Come on, Ray. No good, Ray. No good. No good, Ray, baby.
There goes that tongue out again. That is not a very good idea. Sugar Ray is starting to breathe a little heavily now. He's got his mouth open. Breathing a little harder.
He has been non-stop motion since the fight began. Of course, that's a great asset for him, that terrific foot speed. He's a wonderful athlete in every sense of that term. very frustrating for Rodriguez.
Yes, Rodriguez has those short arms, and he really has to get inside.
Right hand
by Leonard again.
Under a minute remaining in round 8. Under 30 seconds to go in the 8th round. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy ringside at Baltimore Civic Center.
This is the first round that Leonard's been hit with anything at all, and they have been ineffective punches.
Final seconds of the 8th round. Rodriguez wasn't hurt there, just got spun around. This is round number 9. Angelo Dundee reminded Ray Leonard that Rodriguez has never been stopped. He had been stopped once on cut. I think he would like to see his fighter take Rodriguez out, even though he knows Leonard is well ahead on points.
Well, that's exactly what he told him. He said, here's a fella that's never been stiffened. He says, let's go out and try to do it. And the people here in Baltimore want exactly the same thing to happen.
9th round, scheduled for 10. This is the farthest Leonard has gone in his professional career.
I tell you, you have to catch a fighter coming in to really hurt him with a punch. And that time Sugar Ray tried to lead with a big left hook. You just don't hit good professional fighters leading with long punches.
Leonard in white, Rodriguez in the black trunks. Sugar Ray has become the pride of Baltimore.
Those combinations. The referee is really doing a good job. I mean, it's not a hard fight to work. There haven't been that many clinches, but he is doing a good job. He's not in the fighter's way. He's letting them do their work. And he moves in quickly when he has to move in.
Got quite a ways to move in a 22-foot ring.
That's right.
Come on. Everything off the jump. Everything off the jump.
This is when Rodriguez could possibly get nailed. He's starting to reach in now. And if Ray Leonard can catch him when he's reaching, then we may have some fun.
Under a minute to go in round number 9. Of course, Rodriguez has got to take some more chances now. He's got to know he's well behind. He's got to try and take him out.
Take it to him. Come on, Ray. Not wait. No, Ray, stop waiting.
Under 30 seconds left in the 9th round.
This has been Rodriguez's best round of the fight. So far.
Leonard trying to take him out with that flurry. Rodriguez is tough. Final seconds. It has been suggested that 2 more are affirmed at Alydar in the Belmont Stakes here on CBS. This is the 10th and final round. Leonard and Rodriguez. Leonard smiling. He knows exactly where he is in this fight. That's been easy for him to ascertain. Rodriguez has got to pull out all the stops.
Well, Leonard was told to fight 3 minutes at top speed. Let's see what happens.
Set him up, baby. Set him up.
His first 10-rounder, and he looks very fresh.
Come on, Ray. Come on.
Gil, what are your impressions here? Unless Rodriguez knocks him out, Leonard has won this fight. What are your impressions today? We talked about his progress before the fight. Now, how do you feel after this fight?
Well, I tell you, he has all of the physical talent in the world. A little bit of inexperience came out in this fight today, but he has the tools, and the better the fighter he fights, the better he's going to fight.
Do you think we'll see him next against a ranked fighter?
I would have to say that his next move should be against a ranked fighter, right?
Rodriguez got a right uppercut through. Did not hurt Leonard with it, obviously, but he did score with it. Leonard wants to go to war here in the 10th, and the crowd comes to their feet.
Well, they'd love to see him stop Rodriguez. And I'm sure so would he like to stop him.
The guy tried to elbow him.
He's a little tired. That's why he's missing those punches.
Landed that left hook. Less than a minute to go in the fight. Sugar Ray Leonard, Olympic gold medalist, three-time national AAU champion.
Rodriguez is trying to load up with one big punch, but he doesn't have a chance.
Leonard so confident apparently that he cannot be hurt. Less than 30 seconds to go in the fight. Real good exchange.
Best exchange of the fight. They both landed heavy punches.
Comes to their feet here in Baltimore, where they love him. Sugar Ray Leonard with another apparent victory, and an impressive one against Rafael Rodriguez. We'll be back in a moment with the decision. Sugar Ray Leonard awaiting the official decision here in Baltimore, and the youngster on the left there in the blue jacket is Sugar Ray Jr., 4-year-old son of Sugar Ray Leonard. And while we wait the decision, let's look at that great exchange here in the last round.
Yeah, they saved the best for last. That was a good right hand by Leonard. Good right hand by Rodriguez. Left hook by Rodriguez. And another good right hand by Rodriguez.
There he is, Sugar Ray Leonard, the Olympic gold medalist, racking up, we certainly expect, his 12th consecutive professional victory. Here's ring announcer Johnny
Referee Kelly scores at 50-41 Leonard. Judge Cicchini scores at 50-42 Leonard. Judge Barrett scores at 48-45 Leonard.
Unanimous decision for Sugar Ray Leonard. All three judges, the referee and two judges, saw it that way, as we did here. It was an easy fight to score. Another entertaining and impressive display by Sugar Ray Leonard, who is now talking to the crowd here in Baltimore. Tim Ryan for Gil Clancy.
Just spit it right in there. Don't worry about it. Up your hands. Be sharp. Change your angle. Give him that, hey, come on. And snap your punch.
So you saw the